विद्यार्थियों, एक बार फिर आपका स्वागत है। मैं कॉन्सेप्ट पे फोकस कर रहा हूँ एंड कवरिंग द एनसीईआरटी सिलेबस, taking all the material from NCERT book, organizing it in a systematic way, and then presenting before you. So each and every aspect I am covering it. After going through these videos, if you check the NCERT book, you will find that every aspect is covered by me. तो आइए देखते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के बारे में और क्या नई जानकारी आपको मैं दे सकता हूँ और इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स को किस तरह बेहतर ढंग से आपको समझा सकता हूँ कि सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से लॉजिकल वे में आप कॉन्सेप्ट को समझ सकें। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो आइए अब लिक्विड में जो इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स का कॉन्सेप्ट हमने देखा वो यहाँ अप्लाई करें। वह वॉल्यूम निकाला था जो परपेंडिकुलरली पास हो रहा था एरिया एलिमेंट से। यहाँ क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस तो इमेजिनरी लाइंस हैं, तो वॉल्यूम का कॉन्सेप्ट यहाँ कैसे अप्लाई होगा, आइए देखते हैं। लेट अस सी। सो अगर आप फ्लक्स निकालना चाहते हैं, then we have to find the number of electric field lines crossing the area perpendicular to the lines. Same concept. There was also an area element which was perpendicular to the flow velocity. Here again one area element is there, or say area is there, which is perpendicular to the electric field lines. In liquid we calculated the volume. Here we will calculate the number of electric field lines crossing to the area. So what is flux? Flux is total number of electric field lines crossing perpendicular to the area. And what is electric field density? Number of electric field lines crossing per unit cross sectional area perpendicular to the line. Area perpendicular to the line. So here don't confuse that electric field density is the flux. No, electric field density means electric field intensity, and flux is number of electric field lines crossing perpendicular to the surface. Per unit word is not there in electric flux, but in electric density per unit cross sectional area word is there. So clearly differentiate here. Okay, so here see one charge, this big circle is charge, magnitude q is placed at O. Definitely there is spherical symmetry, so electric field lines will spread all the direction radially. We have selected particular area, particular angle of spherical symmetry to understand the concept. Electric field lines emerging. See, electric field lines positive charge Q is there. So we have selected particular angle here to study. So now see, electric field lines are there. Similar to the flow of the liquid in the tube. Here electric field lines are there. This is one area element. This is one area element, ds. At point P, this is the normal, and along normal n cap is the vector. So if area of this area element is delta s, So what will be the area vector? N cap delta S. See, another area element is there at point S, and this is a normal at point S. N cap is the direction of area vector. Now see these two areas. Now see these two area elements are there, both having same area. But distance from the source charge is different. And see, electric field density is different. Here number of electric field lines, if we count 4, here number of electric field lines 3. Just a rough estimate. So as the distance increases, electric field density decreases with the same area. So now we have one conclusion, that for same area element, for same area element at different distances will have different electric field density. And this we already know, electric field is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So on this surface, electric field density will be higher as compared to the electric field density on this surface. Both the surfaces are having same area. Both the area elements are having same area, but their distance is different. So this is one type of study when we have taken delta S. This is one type of study when we have taken delta as constant, but distance is different. This is another area element having larger area as compared to this area element. This is the normal drawn at the surface. N cap is the unit vector along this normal. This is the point T. Now see, these both area elements are now at equal distance from the source charge, but their area is different. This has larger area. Now see, distance is constant, area has increased. What is the result? Number of electric field lines are more crossing this through this area element. Here number of lines are less. Two area elements are at same distance, but area also affecting the number of field lines. Here distance affecting the number of field lines. Here area affecting the number of field lines crossing perpendicularly. So distance is affecting, area is affecting. When we keep area constant, we vary distance. See, number of electric field lines crossing perpendicular to the area element changes. When distance is constant, area changes. So more the area, more the number of electric field lines will cross perpendicularly to the area element. So electric flux is the number of electric field lines crossing perpendicularly to the area element. Let us understand one more view. You know, these electric field lines are in space, not in a plane of the screen. They are in space. They have spherical symmetry. The portion we have chosen to understand this concept here is not a plane, spherical symmetry. So this angle is not a plane angle. This is solid angle. Not plane angle, solid angle, 3-dimensional. And you know solid angle is denoted by omega. So this is delta omega. You know there is symmetry in all the direction. We have selected just one portion, just one cone. You can think about this cone. This is conical portion. Okay. So delta omega is one angle, not complete total angle. Total angle, you know what is total angle? Solid angle. This is 4 pi. In plane this is 2 pi. In circle makes 2 pi at the center. But in the sphere, total spherical surface makes 4 pi at the center. So this is delta omega is just one part of that angle. One more view. This is one surface. You can say this is one area element at r distance. This is one area element at r1 distance from the source charge. This yellow one at r1 distance. Now see number of lines crossing perpendicularly. All the lines. Now take another. Now this is the point on this area element, and this is the normal drawn at this area element. Unit vector along this normal is n cap. This is the point P1 on this area element, yellow one. We take another area element at r2 distance from source charge. This is, and there is point P2 on this surface, and n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the surface of the area element, n cap. Now this is another view. Now see, this area element has higher area, this area element has lower area, but number of field lines same number of field lines crossing perpendicular to this area, and same number of electric field lines crossing perpendicular to this area. It means flux is same. Flux is same. But electric field intensity at point P is higher as compared to electric field intensity at point P2. Or you can say electric field density is higher at point P1 as compared to electric field density at point P2. You can see density of electric field lines higher at point P1 and density of electric field lines lower at point P2. Obviously, at point P1 electric field intensity is high, and at point P2 electric field intensity is low, because we know E is inversely proportional to the R square. So this is another view to understand the concept of electric flux. Here flux is same in both the cases, but area is different. So area makes difference. So see, there is effect of area, there is effect of electric field intensity in deciding the electric flux. Both dimensions I have cleared you. So let us summarize. आइए जो हमने देखा उसको एक बार फिर हम सम अप करें. क्या देखा हमने? We already know change in the electric field is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. We have seen in this case. See, these two area elements. Even you can compare these two area elements also. Distance r1 is less than distance r2. Electric field intensity at point P1 is very high, and electric field intensity at point P2 is low. Although flux is same, there is difference of the electric field intensity. It means area is playing the role. How? change in the area is directly proportional to the R square. So if electric field intensity is decreasing with R square, inversely in the same ratio surface area is increasing with the square of the distance, making flux constant. So if you wish that flux should be constant, then you have to change the area and take new area at different distance. Another conclusion, we know angle is equal to arc over radius. So here solid angle delta omega, solid angle this will be delta S upon R square. Delta S is the area of area element. Here area element means this is a small portion of vast area, total area, a small portion. So delta S, we have taken delta S here. So what is delta omega? This is delta S by R square. Simply we know it. General formula. Next. Now what is delta S1? Now see, delta S is a product of delta omega and R square. For this area element, area of this element delta S1 will be delta omega into R1 square. And delta S2, area of this element will be delta omega into R2 square. We are writing all conclusion. So what is electric flux? Change in electric flux is directly proportional to delta S, change in the area, when E is constant. So see here, E is constant in both the cases. E is constant because both the elements, area elements are at same distance. E is constant. So which thing is making difference in deciding the flux? That is area. Larger the area, larger the flux. I have written here. Change in flux is directly proportional to E when ds is constant. See here, ds is constant, area is constant. What is making difference in change in flux? This is the electric field intensity. Area is same, but at this point electric field intensity is higher. Therefore, electric flux linked with this surface is higher as compared to electric field flux linked with, associated with this surface. So all the discussion now I have written in form of equation. मैंने सारा डिस्कशन मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म में, इक्वेशन के फॉर्म में आपके सामने रखा. इससे पहले कि आगे बढ़ूं, मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूँ, इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स है नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस क्रॉसिंग नॉर्मली टू द area element, either area element or total area, and density of field line is number of electric field lines crossing per unit cross sectional area. That cross sectional area is perpendicular to the electric field line. So both are different. Electric field density of electric field lines will give the electric field intensity. Idea about the electric field intensity. Denser the electric field lines, denser the electric field lines, higher will be the electric field intensity. Lesser the density, weaker will be the electric field. See here, density is very high. Density of electric field lines crossing per unit area is very high. That's why here electric field is very high. But in this case, density of electric field lines is less. That is number of electric field lines crossing per unit area perpendicularly is less. Because same number of lines are here, same number of lines are here, but area is much larger than this. So density of electric field lines is different, electric flux is different. Electric flux is just the number of electric field lines crossing normally to the area element. सो स्टूडेंट्स एक बहुत ही अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है, एनसीईआरटी में भी है, इसमें मैंने ऐड किया अपनी तरफ से इसको डायग्राम के थ्रू, थोड़ा एनिमेशन है, सो दैट कि कॉन्सेप्ट एक बार माइंड में सेट होना चाहिए इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स के बारे में और इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी के बारे में एंड डेंसिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस के बारे में। तो स्टूडेंट्स ये बॉक्स है, इसमें एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नोट मैंने दिया हुआ है, देखें क्या है वो। नोट दैट देयर इज नो फ्लो ऑफ फिजिकली ऑब्जर्वेबल क्वांटिटी हियर, हियर मीन्स इन केस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस or concept of electric flux, as in case of the liquid flow. There is volume which is moving, volume of the liquid, but here no such physically observable quantity is moving because electric field lines are imaginary. So there is no flow, just we are describing the flow through these lines just to give you the idea that in this direction positive charge is moving from the source charge, positive test charge is moving from the source charge. Just animation is there just to explain you the concept, but there is no physical quantity which is moving. So keep this in mind. As in case of liquid flux, their volume is moving. I am repeating it. So this is very important. ये लेक्चर एक फुल लेक्चर है, पूरे कॉन्सेप्ट को डील किया गया है इसमें। देखिए नेक्स्ट क्या है, इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स को और डिटेल में देखते हैं। हाउ द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड डिपेंड्स ऑन द डिस्टेंस, डिपेंडेंस of E on distance through this concept of electric flux. We already know that electric field is inversely proportional to the R square, but that was result using the Coulomb's law. Now we use the concept of electric flux to find the dependence of E on distance. Let us see what result we get. So now we are taking 2 points P1 and P2 where two area elements are there, yellow in our previous diagram. They are at R1 and R2 distance respectively from the source charge. So what is the area of first element which is at R1 distance? Solid angle is omega. We know this is delta S1 is equal to omega into R1 square. Similarly at point 2, what will be the area of area element at point 2, that is P2 at point P2, this will be delta S2 omega into R2 square. Now suppose small n is number of electric field lines cutting these areas, and you know number of lines are same. So what is the electric field density? Density is number of electric field lines crossing per unit cross sectional area. So n divided by delta S1 is omega into R1 square. And at point P2, what is the electric field density? N divided by delta S2 is omega into R2 square. So here n and omega is common. So which factor is deciding the electric field line density? Here electric field line density means electric field intensity. So that is R and inversely proportional to R square. See? So here omega and n are common. So see, electric field strength is inversely proportional to the R square. Same result we are getting through this concept of electric flux. So this is very interesting. So this is, student, completion of this module. I hope you will appreciate and like my channel, subscribe my channel, and share this video to your friends. So till next video, bye bye, take care.